This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Also this past week, I did reveal something personal because people were kind of getting wind of it.
The fact that myself and Leanna had broken up.
After, you know, being together for 5 years and living here in Washington for almost 3 years, things didn't work out and we are apart now. She doesn't even live here anymore. Because I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again, it's really no one's business. What happened is between myself and Leanna. That's how we're keeping it. We're not going to reveal any information to anyone in public on the internet or anything about that, about what went down. If we wanted to, we would have already, right? And that's that. It's that simple. Leanna is gone. She's off, you know, doing her own thing. She moved out, and I am here now.
By myself, maintaining.
And doing, you know, this on a daily basis at, you know, live streams, gameplay videos, and trying to basically make stuff work in the house by myself. And, you know, there's an adjustment period here where my schedule is kind of screwed up, and I'm not on a solid set schedule yet that's working, because for a while there, our schedules, mine and Leanna's schedule, wasn't in sync because she had to go to bed early, so wake up early to work early in the morning. So I would purposely stay up late, because as you guys remember, earlier this year I had that snoring thing on. I was snoring at night, keeping her up so she couldn't get to work. So I was like staying up late at night so that she could get sleep, and then I would go to sleep when she was getting up. It was a big rigmarole, and so my sleep schedule and everything is completely thrown off. And now, you know, if you haven't noticed, the past couple of weeks, there's been a few days where I'm late to stream or whatever. Last night in particular was one of these nights where I'm here by myself. I got a lot of stuff to do, so I had a bunch of errands to do. Like, I had to wash 2 loads of laundry. I had all these clothes I had to separate and decide what I was going to donate, because I've got an overabundance of freaking clothes here that I don't need. And so I start doing all this. Next thing I know, it's like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's so late. I should have been asleep, like, you know, an hour or 2 ago. But I got so inundated with all this stuff, and I got all the, now because I'm doing all this work, the adrenaline's pumping, I couldn't fall asleep, and now I wake up this morning, I'm like, dude, there's no way I could stream it at the normal time. I was still up so late.
We did hit the funding goal for May on Patreon. Now, we were very close to not hitting it.
In fact, as of 2-3 days ago, when you know, the month started, we did not hit the goal. We were actually way under by about $100, and what happened was a ton of people withdrew or lowered their pledges last minute, and then in addition to that, a big chunk of people all got declined at once. So it was like the double whammy of people, you know, pulling plus decline, and it went boom! Even though it showed on my Patreon page we'd hit the goal, it actually plummeted and we didn't hit it. Luckily, most people who did get declined did go back and update their information, and they did clear, so the funds came back up. And I double-checked, and there were a few people who had pledged for the first time during the course of May, and those pledges actually count towards May's goal. So after doing all the math tonight, I realized we hit it.
Very, very narrowly. I'm not even kidding you. We were within $10, but we did hit the funding goal for the month of May.
I can't get a giant decline in Patreon, and that's what happened. I noticed over the past 3 months as people gravitated toward Twitch and said,
oh, Phil's doing more interactive streams now. I'm going to start watching his streams, and I'm going to cheer, and I'm going to sub, and I'm going to tip him on there. Great, and let me tell you,
it's pretty close now, the amount of support that I get from Twitch versus YouTube. It's close. It's not there yet. Like, Twitch hasn't overcome YouTube yet. Eventually, I want the Twitch to overcome and be my main source of income and support, while YouTube kind of becomes the secondary thing. It's not there yet, just to warn everyone. But
we're getting there. We're getting more where Twitch every month is moving up a little more, inching up a little more. And that's what I need. So eventually they're even, and then it surpasses it, which I hope I could do maybe by the end of this year.
But I think what happened is, as a lot of people gravitated towards the Twitch, which is the new hot thing, they said, oh, well, I'm just going to withdraw my pledge from Patreon then, you know? And
that's not good, because that is there to keep this thing going. That Patreon pledge amount every month, that goal that I set, is the amount I need to keep this working, to do daily live streams, to do on-demand videos on YouTube for a living. That's what I need. It's not like just because all of a sudden now I'm getting support on Twitch, now I don't need that. No, that's the point, is I'm trying to get growth. I'm trying to get back to a solid position, a stable position, where every month I'm not looking at my phone, oh God, am I going to get an account withdrawn notice this month now because I was a few shekels short as they were fucking trying to withdraw all of my bills this month and stuff like that. I don't want to be like that. And I was like that really badly for like 2-3 months there. I don't ever want to get back there. So please, I understand, but please, if you are a patron, I still need your support.
You know, hitting the monthly goal is pretty much a given with Patreon. That's another thing. I think people take it for granted that I'm going to hit it every month no matter what, and they don't need to contribute. This month was like that.
Since I broke up with Leanna,
there's been a lot of stuff going on that I need to kind of resolve. For example, turning this car back in with BMW, getting rid of it, and then I could just start focusing on the new car. There's a few odds and ends I need to get for the house now, because when Leanna moved out, she took a few things, and I'm like, oh man, well, this is something that I need for myself now. For example, I have no printer. My printer broke when I moved across the country 3 years ago. She went and got this nice printer for her business, and I've been using that whenever I need to print something out, because I don't often need to print anything, almost never. But every once in a while, I do need to print something. For example, Ask the King. Therefore, I'm not going to be doing anything on Thursday. It's going to be my day out and about, which is good, because you know what? A lot of people say, oh, Phil, now you live a sedentary lifestyle where you're just sitting around all the time, which is true but not true. Yeah, I sit around a lot during the day, but at the same time, I
take breaks and I walk around and I stretch, and I do go out a few times a week in order to make sure that I'm not just sitting here like a lump, you know, 95% of the time, because you're right, then it would be in health problems. So this would be a good day, an opportunity for me to head out there and do shit for a whole day and get exercise and do everything and get a bunch of stuff done that I needed to get done, all right? Granny wants to give you her goodies every day. What? What
the rest of the board goes unselected.
Control F always wins. Oh yeah.